I'm Lazy Man Prepper, and today I'm going to build a knife. So I like knives, but I don't want to buy a whole bunch of knives. I want the perfect knife. And I think I have it with my cold steel leather neck. But it's not exactly a perfect bushcraft knife. So I've been playing with it in my brain. I wrote some stuff down. I've designed a design I think will work. And today I'm going to start on it. There's the drawing. There's my notes. It's a lot like the Schrade SCFH, I believe it's, what do we got in there, 52 I think. Along the handle designed from here to here. The tip is more of a Jessica X, but it's going to be narrower. And I'm going to have a pommel on the end of it. That's going to be a separate piece from the full tang handle. For the prototype, I'm going to use a file. Never worked with file before. I know it's hard. I know I got to heat it up beforehand, or before I temper it. But what I think I'm going to do is just grind the heck out of it and see what I come up with. So I know I want a 6-inch blade. I'm going to use this quarter as a guide to make my circles for the finger holds, the two chowels, I guess you'd call them. Well, that's going to be just about right there. One of the things I want is an extremely straight back, and I want the center point of the blade, the point of the blade, to be right in line. So all I have to do is grind out these holes for the chowels, or for the finger grips, and make the point. Once we get that, I'll figure out where I want to do my handle. It's going to be really close to the end of the file here. When you start with a piece of steel that's really close to what you want to end up with, it makes it pretty easy to do this. So this is my first attempt at grinding on a hardened steel file. So let's see what happens. I'm going to make some vertical cuts with the skinny blade, and then I'm going to switch over to the grinder blade. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to take a little bit of this one so I don't grind some. There's the rough shape. Just eyeing it right now. Looks like I got to take more off of this. Let me show you what I came up with. I ended up notching it prior to cutting it off the big piece, because that's just easier. It's tough to clamp something this small and do the notch there. So the knife's sitting in there, and that will be something like that. lot more work shaping it yet, but getting her roughed out. Kind of happy with it so far. Well, as I do sometimes, I forgot to hit record while I was welding this on. Took my MIG welder and welded the back of the pommel onto the handle of the knife. It's not very pretty right now, but I'm going to grind that up. That's a good pounder right there. Well, dang it. That's what happens when you work with chisel steel. I was grinding the end off. I went and swung my jack or my vise here and broke off. This is just a prototype, so I'm going to try to weld that. Probably not going to be able to get it straight, but I'm going to weld it. So what I've done since I've last recorded is I welded the brake back together. It actually turned out really good. It's nice and straight. Chisel steel breaks pretty clean, so it's not like mild steel or anything that's going to bend. That was really straight. The end has been welded on and ground to a pretty close shape to what I'm looking for. Like I say, this is a prototype, so things will change. The handles, where'd my handles go? The handle is going to fit like that. It's going to run up the line of the chisel line. It'll be something like that right there. I'm actually going to glue it to the bottom and then grind the top portion off. And that's where we're at right now. We're going to, since it is a prototype, I'm just going to Gorilla super glue them on there because it goes and dries real fast and I can reform it. So let's glue those handles on. I'll be darned if it doesn't stick pretty fast. There's the first rough end. Well, there you go. I cannot explain to you how well this feels in my hand. It's amazing. You come back here, I wear extra large gloves. You put your pinky against the pommel there and you can chop with it. All I've done is just brightened up the blade. I just removed the the file marks from this portion just to show you where the grind would be. Obviously it's still 1/8 inch thick or whatever it is. The balance point is like just behind right here. Obviously it will be different. I'd love to use my Carta handles, but again, this is a demo, this is a prototype. I'm going to take this to somebody and see if they can build this for me out of some good steel. I do want to put a crosshatch pattern back here with the grinder, but this is really feels good in the hand. The balance is really nice. I'm real happy with it. Not bad for a day's work. So this has been a quick demo on the building of the Lazy Man 1. What I wanted out of this knife was for it to be a larger bushcraft knife with the ability to choke up on it and do some fine work. This has a 6-inch blade, and my idea, this is kind of hard for me to do with it holding the camera like this, but my idea was to have as much of a flat top as I could, to use a batoning stick on the very tip. I don't like the, you know, where they start halfway through and start coming down and whatever. So that came from the Jessica X. Basically, it's just a smaller version of that point. The two grips here, the two finger trowels, are Schrade SCF 51. There's a lot of them, SCFH 51. And two, there's a lot of them that are shaped that way. And the pommel comes from, I like combat knives. It comes from the K-bar design. I would like to drill a lanyard hole here in the back, but I don't have the ability right now to do that. Plus, I'm almost out of the day, and I think I did pretty good for one day's worth of work. So let me know what you think. If you like this video, click the like button, post a comment below, let me know what you think of the Lazy Man 1. And if you're not a subscriber, head back to the channel, check out some of my videos there, and if you like those, click the subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. This is Lazy Man Prepper, out. Yeah, this feels really good in the hand. Boom. How easy was that? Are all about getting back or surviving different situations. There's Cody's, and there's mine. Lazy Man Prepper, out.